Yo, what up? We're back. We're going to be doing another installment of the prop of the week. And for this week, the prop of the week is going to be right here. It's going to be Rodolfo Viera to win by submission, minus 130. I'm pretty confident in that pick. I mean, Rodolfo is my most confident pick. And at the weigh-ins, man, that dude looked fucking huge. He was jacked as hell. So, yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. That's going to be the prop of the week. Rodolfo Vieira by submission, minus 130. And just like last week, we're going to just go over the rest of the props and just tell you a couple things that maybe I like, and yeah, so, okay, we're getting too far. Yeah, okay, here's the one. Macedo versus yeah. All right, yeah, for this one, I guess maybe you could say Macedo by knockout or Viana by submission. Um, other than that, I don't really see. I mean, unless you want to say the minus 160 goes the distance, that's really not that bad of a line right there. Minus 160 to go to distance right here. Uh, I kind of, I don't know. I don't really think there'll be a finish. Macedo by KO, TKO is plus 800, 900 for submission. So she's much wider to get a finish, whereas Viana by submissions plus 323. So, I mean, that's not bad also if you think Viana's going to get the submission. But moving on from that one, and this one, I actually think a good bet here for this, or a good prop bet, would be Silva wins in round one plus 250, and or Silva just wins inside the distance, which is plus 109. I mean, that's actually not great value right there, but you know, I think he's gonna finish this fight. It's to get a for submission plus 316. I would say he's probably going to get a TKO or a submission. Probably a submission, actually, I would say. So I would say plus 316 if you're going to bet for a submission. That's not a terrible bet. I don't think Vargas has a chance to win. So, I would say it's really his only chance to win there is by knockout. So, I mean, if you want to go with that. But in this fight, I kind of feel like the Freitas is going to win a decision here. That's kind of what I see here. So for it to go 3 round distance, minus 170. They actually think DeFreitas has the better odds to finish the fight and to win by decision as well. Andy's the favorite, so they're favoring DeFreitas here in every single way. They don't even think Gutierrez is the more likely guy to finish. But, plus 185 to win a decision, not terrible right there. And that's what I think is going to happen, but I would not play that at all. And then up next year with Paiva against Bontarine, I feel like Bontrain's going to win by decision here, plus 209. I think if Paiva wins, he's going to win by finish, so that's a plus 400. So if you think he's going to win, not a bad bet there, but not really interested in the props for that fight either. This one, I mean, I guess if it's minus 350 to go to distance, so they're really thinking it's going to go the distance, and Torres to win a decision minus 110. If you want to try to squeeze a little bit of value, because I think she's like minus 160. Maybe that's not a terrible bet there. I do think Torres is going to win. Rodriguez by knockout, I guess. I mean, I think that'd be highly unlikely, but plus 860. And up next year with Gan against Pessoa. I feel like Gan's going to get a knockout here, probably in the first round. And I think this fight to end in the first round or, won't start round two. Minus 150 isn't terrible. I think Gane to win in the first round, which is minus 120, isn't that bad either. Him to win by knockout, minus 260. Pessoa to win by knockout. I mean, if you want to take the risk on the other heavyweight, plus 780 to win by knockout. He's a big underdog as well, just on the money line. But moving on from that fight, Kunchenko against Gilbert Burns here. And, I feel like Kunchenko is going to win this fight via decision or a knockout. And for him to win inside the distance, plus 382. Him to win by decision, plus 160. And for Burns to win by submission, plus, I mean, if Burns is going to win, I feel like it's going to be a finish. So plus 825 for a knockout, plus 400 for submission. I mean, if you think Burns is going to win, I would just lay a little bit on both of that. And maybe you'll get lucky there. But I feel like Kunchenko is going to get it done. And then with Barzola against Moffitt, they do favor to go the distance, Barzola to win a decision plus 110, inside distance plus 770. So they think it's very unlikely Barzola is going to finish Moffitt. Moffitt to win inside the distance is much more likely to them at plus 320. Yeah, so then we have our prop of the week here with Viera. And then up next year, this fight to end in round one isn't probably bad. Latifi versus Ozdemir. Ozdemir to win in round one plus 300. Not bad either. Him to win by KO plus 155. And I feel like Ozdemir's going to get the knockout in that one. And up next year, I'm not really interested in this one. We're going to pass this one. Bandone against Garagori. This one here, I also think that there's a decent money in, Luque wins by KO TKO or by submission. I mean, plus 315, plus 280. I think one of those two is going to happen. So, I don't think those are bad bets either. And for Luque to win inside the distance, plus 115, I've actually placed a bet on that myself just because, to be honest, man, he's finished every single guy that he's fought in the UFC. So if you're going to get a plus money for him to win inside the distance, that's a pretty good bet, in my opinion. And so that's why I placed that bet, and I placed the Viera prop bet as well. And up next year, we have Carmouche taking on Shevchenko in the main event. And this one, they are favoring to go to get finished by Shevchenko inside the distance, minus 138. So if you think Shevchenko's not going to be able to finish Liz, you're going to get some value there. Obviously, if you're going to pick Liz to win anyway, inside distance by decision, it's over a plus 1,000. So, if you're a Liz supporter, that's a lot of value. And, if you think Shevchenko's going to finish her in the later rounds, you get a lot of value there. For her to win in round 4 or 5, it's over plus 1,000. So, and also for her to win by submission is plus 235, TKO plus 210. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much there. Carmouche, TKO plus 2,200. That's what happened last time, so maybe it'll happen again, but highly unlikely. But yeah, so the prop of the week is going to be Rodolfo Viera via submission, which is minus 130. All these odds are given to you by 5 dimes. And so make sure to check out the main breakdown if you haven't done that. And leave a comment on this, what you think, if you're doing any props, what your bets are for this weekend. And just make sure to comment, like, subscribe on the video or on the channel. So thank you so much for the support, and hopefully we can cash these bets tomorrow.